Yo, Abusia, welcome to today's edition of Daily Fila. Daily Fila, Daily Fila. Matters Day. Na, and no, or say you to me, na, say your bonnet and tentempa. Abusia, seminim say, Abia, what to say, the COVID-19, Astro say, Asenvengo say, AstraZeneca. Vaccine na chese no Ghana ye de ababedru abeye historical chese arrival ama right now no in Ghana we are the first country in the world to receive Covax initiative vaccine chese 600,000 now abusia this kind of issue no and na chese ye busa say is it going to help? Maybe somebody might say yes and others might say no. But that's how the issue is. It says Ghana has become the first country in the world to receive vaccines acquired through the United Nations backed Covax initiative with a delivery of 600,000 doses of the Astro English now confusing language. I don't know because I see Astra. It say it don't turn and say AstraZeneca, whatever. That's how it is. It say AstraZeneca vaccine made by the Serum Institute of India. So this vaccine is not from America. This vaccine is not from any other country but India. Matter is there. The vaccines delivered by UNICEF arrived at Accra International Airport early Wednesday and are part of the first wave of COVID-19 vaccines being sent by Covax. So what do Covax do? So this Covax work with United Nations to help the poor countries and the middle income countries to get their fair share of this vaccine issuance and some na just ebusia egusua ekosono. So it says the vaccines delivered by UNICEF arrived at Accra's International Airport early Wednesday and are part of the first wave of COVID-19 vaccines being sent by Covax, an international cooperative program formed to make sure low and middle income countries have fair access to COVID-19 vaccine. So this is all about Covax. Covax is helping the poorer countries. Africa, as we always do. If nobody back us up, we cannot go forward. Africa with that. Okay, Covax is led by the United Nations, World Health Organization, Gavi, a vaccine group, and the Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovations, or CEP. So all these organizations, them join together to help these the low and the middle income countries for them to get their share of the COVID-19 vaccines. So I will say to me Ghana is among 92 low and middle income countries that are receiving vaccines for free through Covax. So Africa for free. We like free things too much, for free. Another 90 countries and 8 territories have agreed to pay if they choose to receive vaccines through Covax. The West African nation of 30 million has recorded 81,245 cases and 584 deaths since the beginning of the pandemic, according to figures from Ghana's Health Services Tuesday. Not just say abusuan to me say COVID no ebuan ho say eba. So it says Ghana vaccination campaign will begin March 2nd and will be conducted in phases among prioritized groups, beginning with health workers, adults of 60 years and over, people with underlying health conditions, frontline executive, legislature, and their related staff. Ghana's acting Minister of Information, Kwadwo Oppong Nkrumah, said in a statement. So I say about the vaccine now ababedru Ghana ni the ababedru na according to Kwadwo Opon Nkrumah, he said this in his statement that from 2nd of March the vaccination will begin. So adiana yesuru no enyaba na said the omu AC can this the vaccination they will be starting it from the health workers, meaning say omu ye hospital honum enwuma no omu na yebedi kan ede ahye omu ase ye wie nso adult of 60 years and over na chese omu di emfie aduosia ede aircon nyina no nso omu ye enkrofobia ye bebo omu panie na ye coronavirus vaccine no ye ba bebo omu nsu bi na asembesi Ghana yakoyenim was say people with underlying health conditions not just say omu nso a omu ewo yade bi ewo omu ho te say yemfa ne say hypertension ne yade bi a ye keka ne say coronavirus no say echew na say wo saa yade ni bia etume boa ema wutumi eto anananom wo ensie dontem no. All this kind of people no, they are going to start from them. And again frontline executives not just say omunso and penimfo na omu di say omu atie gina so omu ni COVID-19 no esi agan anaso omu hwe COVID ayaresa omu hwe COVID ayarefo no nso no omu nso omu ebeji omu de legislature judiciary and all that kind of things abusuan sanity English so sa ensensem we say nyina no ye acting minister of Ghana's acting minister of information just said this in his statement that the vaccination is going to start from the 2nd of March. That's a few days ahead of us. They says the government of Ghana remains resolute at ensuring the welfare of all Ghanaians and is making frantic effort to acquire adequate vaccines to cover the entire population through bilateral and multilateral agencies, he said. Not just said your upper change, and said the government of Ghana will ensure said everything will go on smooth. Everybody will get his or her fair share in this vaccine. So
it's been called the largest logistical undertaking in history. And in the wee hours of this morning, it finally began.
Today we are in Ghana, and this is really a historic moment.
As 600,000 doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine arrived in the African nation. The first vaccine to be delivered is part of a massive effort led by the World Health Organization and UNICEF called Covax to send at least 2 billion doses of vaccine to the world's poorest nations.
If one country is left unvaccinated, this disease will bounce back and forth.
The vaccine was shipped directly from the largest vaccine manufacturer in the world in India. In each of the Covax countries, healthcare workers will be the first to be inoculated. Hundreds of thousands of syringes also arrived in Ghana, shipped from a massive UNICEF warehouse in Dubai. Meanwhile, overnight, 100,000 syringes arrived in the Maldives, which will soon get their vaccine allotment. Certainly a down payment on hope. But consider this. So far, about 200 million vaccines have been administered, but nearly half of those to only 2 countries, China and the U.S. That leaves more than 100 countries that haven't administered a single dose.
Maybe, I don't know, people from Nigeria will also come for this as well. I don't know. People from the neighboring countries will also rush in. But all the same, no, the vaccine has landed. So let's go on. It says, in a joint statement, the country representative of UNICEF and WHO described the arrival of the Covax vaccine as a momentous occasion, critical to bringing the pandemic to an end. And to the omo pache in UNICEF for ne WHO for no omanam si for no more Ghana no chese omunsu di bitu sa asem no so kyerɛ sɛ sa vaccine ya abɛn no ya de bia who here say a man for no ewo because who here to the extent to say no ena ebema saa pandemic yi ne edemo aya sha no etuo ebetwa iti saa pepepe na UNICEF for no so ene your friend say who and now World Health Organization for no eka na omoto aso omo say after a year of disruption due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the path to recovery for the people of Ghana can finally begin, said the statement. The Covax shipment to Ghana is the start of what will be the world's largest vaccine procurement and supply operation in history. According to the statement, Covax plans to deliver close to 2 billion doses of COVID-19 vaccines around the world this year. Hasena abusuya emsese me na menti ase I stand to be corrected. So what you say no mama ase e wo comment section no ase because what just say the COVID shipment not just the vaccine no ho asem na all pa chere no say sa vaccine ya omode aba ye 600,000 doses ya omode aba e wo Ghana mamu no eno ena eba beye ahyase e wo wiase afana nyina I don't know was say eno was say is the start of what will begin the world's largest vaccine procurement and supply operation in history. I don't know about this one, but what you said, mami hu e comment section ase because no de mimi hu ni say omo pa che say ade ya omo de abaga na Covax vaccines no no na eba be ye the beginning ye de ebe che e de ama ewiase dia na che say omo pa che say because some of the European countries enye omu nyina na gesa AstraZeneca vaccine we say no atum enti I don't know say baba be yes e bi omu de baba e piloting e wo Ghana na ba all the same no mejimidi say empanimfo nim de enu nti e na wo mu ama ho kwan ama omu de abaga na maimu abusua ye to aso akoyenim. According to the statement, Covax plans to deliver close to 2 billion doses of COVID-19 vaccines around the world this year. Today marks the historic moment for which we have been planning and working so hard. With the first shipment of doses, we can make good on the promise of the Covax facility to ensure people from less wealthy countries are not left behind in the race for life-saving vaccines, said Henrietta Fore, UNICEF Executive Director. Enti usa we say nso no Henrietta Fore wono na wono nso wode aba betum say sa Covax vaccine we say no ade bia eba beboa ama countries such as omu sikasem enkoyie no omu nso atumi enya omu enso echefa enti na che ekoye enigisem de ama African countries ekwan bi so enti abusu omo say the next phase in the fight against this disease can begin. The ramping up of the largest immunization campaign in history, said Fore. Each step on this journey brings us further along the path to recovery for the billion of children, families, and affected around the world. The Fore actually they say surface we say na ye remuno and no adebia ebeboa ama chese because that vaccine no you say emma immune system no ekosoro emma etumi enkwamwa no tumi kotia coronavirus no nti ade bia enya aba no eja say eba ye no ye wompanimfo manya bi enkwara nso a wo manya bi but this step a new face ye be your friend say ye be ma ye vaccination no eba be koso no eno nso ebeboa ama yembusuafo yempapa nom yemamenom na chese yenuanom nketoa ne ye tipamfo nyina omu nso omu enya ebie no de ahoto de abre nyina enti abusua we say no asemo a sese ewo Ghana chese eje entra hapa mu etretre edeko echire coronavirus vaccine ebinimo kire se nyaade aye yidie but all the same no said the enimdifo enso kire no mo kire se oji a eye ade a at least side effects enya side effects e bia beka wato won ma beku na emum e bia feverish kakra anase bi on ma ho bekeka kakra eno no de akwakoye ade a chese most of us in your experience but all the same no, we shouldn't get afraid because I think this is one thing that is going to help us recover from this pandemic as soon as possible. Abusia na chese de ewo hono ma ye de abrewunie Ghana say COVID-19 vaccine no, we are the first African country or we are the first country in this world to receive this vaccine, a Covax vaccine. No? It has been a historical day for Ghana. So on the 24th of February 2021, Ghana was the first country to receive the Covax COVID-19 vaccine. Abusa say we know first time I would the air sharing program be about more than so be subscribe to WhatsApp TV. Said the be ya obenya ye update bi aye de beba. Baby biara awo no Awurade enhira wo pa. Abusa Japon.